Look at me right now. I want you to hear this with every fiber of your being. God did not choose you by accident. Stop thinking that your life, your struggles, your victories, or even your very existence are a matter of chance. There is a divine purpose behind your very birth, a calling that no one else could fulfill but you. You may feel overlooked. You may feel unnoticed in the shadow of your siblings, your peers, your family. But hear me clearly. God's eyes were on you long before you ever drew your first breath. He chose you not because you were the loudest, not because you were the strongest, not because you had the perfect face, the sharpest mind, or the most charming personality. No, He chose you because He saw something in your spirit that no one else possessed, something unique, something untamed, something unstoppable that He alone could nurture and use to change destinies. God did not choose you to compete with your siblings. He chose you to fulfill a purpose that is entirely yours, to walk a path that no one else can reflect. Many of you have wrestled with the question, why me? Why not my brother? Why not my sister? Why am I the one facing hardships, carrying responsibilities, feeling overlooked? Let me tell you, every trial you endure, every season of waiting, every moment of confusion and doubt is not a punishment. It is preparation. God is shaping you, molding you, and strengthening your spirit in ways your siblings may never experience. While they walk paths of comfort, you are walking the refining fire. While they experience ease, you are experiencing growth. While they remain in what is familiar, God is preparing you for the extraordinary. Understand this. Being chosen by God is never about comfort. It is about calling. It is never about ease. It is about impact. It is never about being average. It is about being extraordinary. God sees in you a potential, a purpose, a destiny that surpasses anything the world can measure. And He set His eyes on you because He knew you were capable of walking it. Now, I want you to listen carefully. Being chosen over your siblings does not mean you are superior in human terms. It does not mean your life will be easier, your days brighter, or your path free of struggle. On the contrary, God's chosen are often tested beyond measure. The weight of purpose is heavier than the weight of comfort. The path of destiny is sharper than the path of convenience. But here is the secret. God chose you because He knows you are stronger than you realize. He knows that your heart, though it may have been broken, is capable of extraordinary love. He knows that your mind, though it may have been challenged, is capable of extraordinary wisdom. He knows that your spirit, though it may have been battered, is capable of extraordinary resilience. God chose you because He sees the power within you that even you have yet to fully understand. You see, comparison is the thief of joy. When you compare yourself to your siblings, when you measure your worth by what they have or what they accomplish, you are blind to the masterpiece God is creating in you. Your journey is not theirs. Your anointing is not theirs. Your purpose is not theirs. God's choice is not random. It is intentional, strategic, and divine. Every time you feel inadequate, every time you feel overlooked, every time you feel like you are in the shadow of someone else, remember this. God's favor on your life is not dependent on human recognition. It is not dependent on applause, approval, or acknowledgement. It is dependent on His wisdom, His timing, and His divine plan. And His plan for you is not to live in the shadow. It is to rise in the light, to shine in the darkness, to fulfill what no one else can fulfill. I want you to understand the magnitude of being chosen by God. Being chosen is not about receiving an easy life. It is about carrying a divine responsibility. It is about being entrusted with a mission that can change the course of generations. It is about walking in a calling that challenges the limits of human imagination. God chose you because your spirit contains seeds that, when nurtured, will bear fruits unseen, untouchable, and unstoppable. Your vision, your courage, your integrity, your resilience, These are the things God saw in you. These are the things that made you worthy of His choice. And yes, there will be tests. There will be opposition. There will be moments where doubt whispers in your ear. But these are not signs of rejection. They are signs of preparation. Every trial is a signal that God is shaping you, fortifying you, and positioning you for a destiny that is far beyond the reach of ordinary expectation. Do not underestimate your life. Do not despise your struggles. God does not make mistakes. Every tear you have shed, every wound you have endured, every disappointment you have faced, God saw it. And He said, this child of mine will rise above all. This one will walk a path unlike any other. This one will carry a purpose that will shake nations and awaken hearts. Your siblings may have been chosen for their own paths, their own purposes, their own callings, but you, yes, you were chosen for a purpose that only you can fulfill. There is a divine distinction written into the very fabric of your being. There is a unique assignment embedded in your DNA. There's a spiritual signature that identifies you as God's chosen. And it is not transferable. It is not replicated. You may ask, why me, God? Why not them? The answer is not found in human logic. It is found in divine wisdom. God's choice is never about favoritism. It is about destiny. It is about alignment with a purpose that only you can carry. He does not choose you because you are perfect. He chooses you because He sees potential where others see flaw. He chooses you because He sees courage where others see fear. He chooses you because He sees perseverance where others see weakness. And this choice is not a one-time event. It is a continuous calling, a constant invitation to rise, to overcome, to shine, and to fulfill what only you were created to fulfill. Your life, your talents, your spirit, your very being are instruments of a divine plan, and God's hand is upon you in ways that your siblings may never witness. Every moment you have felt overlooked, every opportunity you missed, every door that closed, it was not a punishment, it was a preparation. God was teaching you, equipping you, sharpening you for the life only you could live. While others are walking roads of comfort and convenience, you are walking the road of purpose and divine preparation. And God's preparation refines the spirit, strengthens the resolve, and produces leaders, visionaries, and conquerors. He chose you to carry what cannot be carried by anyone else, to bear fruit that cannot be produced by anyone else, and to impact lives that cannot be touched by anyone else. Now, hear this with absolute clarity. The reason God chose you over your siblings is not because you are better in the eyes of men, but because you are better in the eyes of destiny. You were crafted for a time, a season, and a purpose that is specific to your existence. Your character, your faith, your endurance, your humility, your vision, these are the very qualities that set you apart. God does not make mistakes in choosing vessels. He does not misplace anointing. He does not overlook the potential of the one He calls. And this is why no matter the circumstances, no matter the challenges, no matter the doubts of others, no matter the whisperings of fear within yourself, you must rise and embrace your calling. You are chosen, you are selected, you are appointed. You are not here by accident, you are here by divine decision, and that decision will not be reversed. Do you hear me? God did not choose you to live small. He did not choose you to be ordinary. He did not choose you to fade into the background while others take the stage. No. He chose you because He saw a fire in your spirit that could not be dimmed, a light in your soul that could not be hidden, and a voice in your heart that could not be silenced. Every challenge you have faced, every tear you have shed, every season of loneliness or misunderstanding, it was all God preparing you to rise in power, to shine in glory, and to carry a destiny that is written in heaven itself. He chose you because He knew that when the world tries to discourage you would stand firm. When the storms rage, you would not falter. And when the doors seem closed, you would have the faith to see beyond the walls, to the open heavens of His divine plan. Your choice is not a reward, it is a calling, and it is sacred. Think about this for a moment. Your siblings may walk paths of safety, paths of mediocrity, or paths of comfort. But you were chosen to walk a path of destiny. God looked into the depths of your spirit and saw while they may have been content with what is easy, God chose you for what is extraordinary. And yes, the extraordinary often comes wrapped in trials, opposition, and tests. But do not despise these things. These are not punishments. They are proof that you are being prepared for a calling that is higher than comfort, stronger than fear, and greater than ordinary human expectation. God's chosen are not spared from struggle. They are strengthened by it. They are not protected from the storm. They are trained to stand in the eye of it. You must understand something crucial. Being chosen is never about human approval. God does not choose based on what is popular, what is convenient, or what is socially acceptable. He chooses based on purpose, potential, and divine alignment. He sees what no human can see. He recognizes the seeds in your spirit that, when nurtured, will produce a harvest that will outlast generations. This is why you were chosen over your siblings, not because you are better in human terms, but because you are better in divine terms. Your life carries a signature, a blueprint, a plan that no one else can fulfill. Your struggles, your gifts, your unique calling, all of these are part of a sacred design that God Himself authored. Do you feel that fire inside you, that restless energy, that longing for more, that sense that you are meant for something greater? That is God speaking to your spirit, reminding you that you are chosen. Will you believe in what God sees, or will you be distracted by what the world shows? Will you embrace the divine calling written in your soul, or will you settle for mediocrity? The choice is yours, but know this: God's choice cannot be undone. His purpose for you is irreversible. There is power in understanding why you were chosen. When you realize that God handpicked you for a purpose, when you recognize that every trial was orchestrated to strengthen your spirit, you begin to walk with confidence. You begin to speak with authority. You begin to live with clarity. There is a strength that comes from knowing that the one who created the heavens and the earth has also created a specific plan for you, a plan that cannot fail because it is divine. You are not here by accident. You are not here by mistake. You are here because God said, this one will fulfill a purpose that none other can fulfill. This one will shine where others cannot. This one will rise above the ordinary and carry the extraordinary. And let me tell you something else. Being chosen over your siblings is not just about your own life. It is about impact. It is about the generations that will follow you. It is about the lives that will be touched because you obey, because you endure, because you rise. Your choice is not only personal, it is cosmic. It affects the spiritual, the natural, and the eternal. When you understand this, you will no longer envy, you will no longer doubt, and you will no longer hesitate. You will move boldly, courageously, and with unwavering faith, because you know that the hand of God is upon you. Do not allow comparison to steal your peace. Do not allow envy to poison your vision. Do not allow doubt to silence your calling. God's choice is unique and your path is unique. Your siblings may have their own blessings, but you have yours, divine, unshakable, and eternal. You are chosen to walk where others cannot walk, to see what others cannot see, and to accomplish what others cannot accomplish. Every challenge you face, every door that seems closed, every struggle that seems unbearable is proof that you are being prepared for what only God can give. And now, hear this with conviction. God chose you because He knew you would persevere when others would quit, because He knew you would rise when others would fall, because He knew you would remain faithful when others would compromise. He chose you because your spirit carries the fire of purpose, the strength of endurance, and the courage of faith. He chose you because you are destined for more than what is ordinary. He chose you because your life is meant to reflect His glory, to carry His light, and to fulfill a divine plan that no one else can fulfill. You are not an accident. You are not a backup plan. You are not a substitute. You are God's chosen, and His choice is intentional, strategic, and sacred. And every time you fail, weary, every time you feel inadequate, every time you feel overshadowed, remember this: God's choice is eternal. His purpose cannot be undone. His plan cannot fail. And the destiny written in your spirit will manifest in His perfect timing, with His perfect wisdom, and with His perfect power. You must understand this truth now. God's choice is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of divine strategy. He did not simply select you because He liked you better, or because you are easier to work with, or because you are more obedient than your siblings. No, He chose you because He saw in you what the world cannot see, what your family may not recognize, and what even you have not fully grasped yet. He saw a vessel capable of carrying His purpose in a way that no one else could. He saw a heart that could endure trials, a spirit that could rise above fear, and a face that could trust Him even when the way seemed impossible. That is why you are chosen over your siblings, not because of human comparison, but because of divine insight, divine wisdom, and divine purpose. Listen carefully. The path you are on is not meant to be comfortable. It is meant to be transformative. God does not anoint a life to follow the ordinary. He anoints a life to walk into the extraordinary. Your siblings may inherit comfort, security, and recognition from the world, but you have been prepared for a calling that defies ordinary measure. Every challenge you face, every obstacle that blocks your path, every season of delay or waiting is God's hand shaping you, strengthening you, and refining you for what He has appointed. This is why the storms cannot destroy you, the opposition cannot overwhelm you, and the doubts cannot define you. God chose you because He knew you could endure, rise, and fulfill what no one else can fulfill. Do not be fooled by appearances. Do not measure your worth by the visible success of others, by the applause of the crowd, or by the recognition that seems to go elsewhere. God's eyes are upon you, and His vision of your life is eternal, perfect, and unstoppable. He chose you because He knows your spirit, and He knows that your soul carries seeds of greatness that, once nurtured, will produce fruit that will touch generations. While your siblings may walk in convenience, you are called to walk in destiny. While their lives may seem easier, yours is designed for impact. While they may experiencing permanent preparation, you were chosen because God saw something in you that could not be found anywhere else. He saw a resolve that would not be shaken, a faith that would not be broken. He saw in your eyes a fire, in your heart a courage, and in your soul a determination that the world cannot understand. He knew that when the time comes, you would rise, you would overcome, and you would carry out the mission He placed within you. You were not chosen for what you can do now. You were chosen for what you will become. You were chosen for the vision He has written in your spirit, the plan He has inscribed in your destiny, and the impact He has prepared for the world through your life. Hear me clearly. Being chosen over your siblings does not make your journey easier. It makes it greater. It makes it sharper. It makes it more focused, more refined, and more essential to the unfolding of God's plan. Every struggle, every challenge, every moment of doubt is a divine calibration. God is tuning your heart, your mind, and your spirit to align perfectly with the destiny He has prepared. He chose you because you are able to endure what others cannot, to lead where others will follow, and to impact where others will watch. Your life is not ordinary, your calling is not ordinary, and your future is not ordinary. It is unique, it is divine, and it is unstoppable. And now understand this: God's choice is not static, it is active, it is alive, and it is continuously working in your favor. Opening doors, closing doors, placing people I pray. Every moment of rejection is a redirection. Every delay is a divine timing that ensures you step into your purpose at the exact right moment. Your siblings may experience life in their own measure, but you are living a life guided directly by the wisdom, foresight, and power of God. Do not be afraid to embrace your uniqueness. Do not shrink back because the world does not understand. Do not be discouraged because others may not recognize your calling. God's choice is sovereign. His plan is perfect. And His purpose for you is unstoppable. You were not chosen for ease. You were chosen for excellence. You were not chosen for comfort. You were chosen for conquest. You were not chosen to follow, but to lead. Not to settle, but to rise. Not to blend in, but to shine. And when you fully accept this truth, your life will no longer be defined by human limitations, by comparison, or by fear. It will be defined by the power, wisdom, and glory of God working through you. Consider this deeply. God's choice is a reflection of His wisdom, not your worth. He sees beyond the physical, beyond the visible, beyond what the world can measure. He sees the potential within your spirit, the destiny within your soul, and the fire within your heart. He chose you because you carry something no one else carries, because you are equipped in ways no one else is, and because your life will accomplish what no one else can accomplish. While your siblings may walk familiar paths, you are chosen for uncharted territory. While they may follow predictable patterns, you are chosen to pioneer new heights. While their journey may be comfortable, yours is ordained for divine significance. And now I speak to the very core of your being. Do not doubt, do not despair, and do not delay. Embrace your calling. Step into your purpose. Walk boldly, because God's hand is upon you. He is with you in the shadows, in the trials, in the moments of uncertainty. He is shaping you into a vessel of impact, a carrier of divine light, and a fulfiller of heavenly destiny. You are chosen over your siblings not to compete, not to compare, but to accomplish what only God can accomplish through you. Every moment of struggle, every night of tears, every feeling of loneliness is a testament to God's preparation. You were not chosen to live an ordinary life. You were chosen to live a life that echoes with power, faith, and divine purpose. Your story, your victories, your obedience, your endurance, these will inspire generations. Your life is a living testimony that when God chooses, nothing can stop what He has declared. You were chosen because God saw the fire within you, and He knew that when it ignites, it will light the world. Understand this now. God's choice of you is eternal. It is not temporary, it is not conditional, and it is not based on human understanding. He saw your beginning, and He saw your end, and He knew that the life He has written for you could not be fulfilled by anyone else. Your siblings may walk in their own paths, they may experience blessings in their own way, but your path, your destiny is unique, sacred, and unstoppable because it was divinely appointed. God did not choose you to follow in someone else's footsteps. He chose you to carve out a path that only you can walk. He chose you to rise where others remain comfortable, to stand where others sit, and to shine in where others merely reflect light. You are not here to be ordinary. You are not here to blend in. You are here to fulfill a plan that the heavens themselves have declared. Do you feel that fire? That unexplainable energy. That is God's voice speaking to your spirit. That is the whisper of destiny, calling you beyond mediocrity, beyond human comparison, and beyond the limitations of circumstance. God chose you over your siblings because He knew your heart could endure the fire of preparation, your spirit could withstand the weight of expectation, and your soul could carry the vision of divine purpose. You were chosen because God saw in you a resilience that would rise when others would fall, a wisdom that would guide when others are lost, and a faith that would move mountains when others doubt. Do not let anyone make you feel small because of your position in the family, your birth order, or the way the world measures success. God's choice is not about appearances, it is not about timing, and it is not about human preference. It is about purpose. He chose you because He knew you would be obedient when obedience seemed impossible, faithful when faith was challenged, and courageous when courage was demanded. Every moment of struggle, every moment of doubt, every moment you felt unseen, God used it to prepare you for a destiny that could not be rushed, could not be replicated, and could not be taken from you. Now, hear this clearly. Being chosen over your siblings is not a privilege of comfort. It is an honor of responsibility. God did not call you to sit back and watch. He called you to rise, to act, and to manifest the plan He has written in your life. Your trials, your sacrifices, your discipline, they are the tools He is using to mold you into a vessel worthy of His purpose. While others may follow a path of ease, you are being refined to walk a path of divine impact. While others may inherit recognition, your inheritance is in alignment with God's eternal plan, and it cannot be taken from you. You were chosen because your life carries a signature, a mark, and a destiny that no one else possesses. Your gifts are unique. Your vision is unique. Your calling is unique. And God does not make mistakes. He does not misplace favor. He does not overlook potential. And He does not assign a calling to one who is not equipped. He saw your spirit and said, "This one will fulfill what no other can fulfill. This one will rise where others stumble. This one is chosen for greatness, and greatness cannot be ignored." I want you to hear this as if God Himself is speaking directly to your heart. Your past struggles, your seasons of waiting, your moments of rejection, they were all necessary. They were all deliberate. They were all designed to prepare you for what you cannot yet see but will one day walk into with authority. While your siblings may have had their own paths, you were selected for a mission that aligns with the heavens. Your life is not random, your calling is not accidental, and your purpose is not negotiable. God's choice is deliberate, divine, and unstoppable. Do not underestimate the significance of being chosen. Every time you feel overlooked, every time you feel overshadowed, every time you question your worth, remember this: God's favor cannot be replicated, His plan cannot be thwarted, and His purpose cannot fail. He chose you because He knew you would rise. He chose you because He knew you would endure. He chose you because He knew that in your obedience, faith, and perseverance, you would accomplish what no one else could accomplish. You are not here to compete with your siblings. You are here to complete the assignment God has written for your life. And now I speak to the deepest part of your spirit. Do not waste time on envy, comparison, or self-doubt. Do not allow the world, your family, or even your own mind to tell you that you are less than, overlooked, or secondary. God sees you, He knows you, He handpicked you for this very moment, for this very season, and for this very purpose. Every trial, every victory, every setback, and every blessing has been orchestrated to position you for the fulfillment of your calling. And when you embrace this truth, nothing in heaven or earth can stop you. You will walk boldly, act decisively, and shine brightly because the one who chose you is with you. Remember this: being chosen over your siblings is not about ego, it is about empowerment. It is not about pride, it is about purpose. It is not about competition, it is about destiny. God's selection is sacred and it is filled with divine significance. While others may follow ordinary paths, you are walking the path of the extraordinary. While others may pursue temporary victories, your victories are eternal. While others may seek human recognition, your recognition comes from the one who rules over heaven and earth. Every moment of preparation, every challenge you face, every test you endure, it is all to overcome every obstacle and to shine in ways that inspire generations. Your life is a testament to the power of God's choice. Your obedience, your endurance, and your faith are proof that when God selects, He does not choose lightly. He equips, He strengthens, He empowers, and He ensures that those who are chosen fulfill their divine destiny. You were chosen because God saw in you a spirit that could not be broken, a heart that could not be swayed, and a soul that could not be defeated. He saw your potential, recognized your resilience, and prepared you for a future that cannot be mirrored. Your siblings may have their own paths, but yours is written in heaven. Your calling is not temporary, it is eternal. Your purpose is not ordinary, it is extraordinary. And every step you take toward your destiny is a step that fulfills the will of God. So rise, chosen one, rise with courage, rise with faith, rise with conviction. Embrace the divine calling upon your life. Walk boldly in the path that God has prepared for you. Carry the light that only you can carry. Fulfill the destiny that only you can fulfill. And know this: the reason God chose you over your siblings is simple. He knew you were ready to accomplish what no one else could. He knew your spirit could endure, your heart could persevere, and your soul could triumph. He knew you were made for greatness, appointed for purpose, and destined for impact. So now, chosen one, hear this with every fiber of your being. You were not born by accident, you were not overlooked by mistake, and you were not placed here without purpose. God chose you because He saw in you what no one else could carry. He saw in you a spirit capable of endurance, a heart capable of triumph. Every challenge, every delay, every moment of doubt, every tear you have shed, it was all part of His perfect design to prepare you for the extraordinary life He has written for you. Do not compare, do not envy, and do not despise your journey. Your path is divine, your calling is sacred, and your destiny is unstoppable. You are chosen not for comfort, not for ease, not for the ordinary, but for greatness, for purpose, and for impact that reaches beyond who. That the eyes can see and the mind can imagine. The fire in your heart, the vision in your spirit, and the courage in your soul, they are all God-given, and they mark you as one set apart, one anointed, and one appointed to fulfill what no one else can. Rise with boldness, step forward with confidence, walk in the power of the God who chose you, for his favor cannot be shaken, his plan cannot be thwarted, and his purpose cannot fail. The reason God chose you over your siblings is because you are made to accomplish what others cannot. You were prepared to endure what others would not. You were destined to shine where others merely reflect. And when you embrace this truth, when you step fully into your calling, when you walk boldly in the path he has set before you, nothing in heaven or on earth can stop you. This is your moment. This is your time. This is the fulfillment of a divine choice that cannot be reversed, a calling that cannot be ignored, and a destiny that cannot be denied. Stand tall, chosen one. Carry your purpose with courage, faith, and unwavering confidence. God has chosen you for greatness, and the world is waiting to witness the extraordinary life that only you can live. Walk in it, embrace it, and let your life declare that God's choice was perfect, divine, and eternal.